Sega and Tecmo have some interesting news. Upcoming games no one was expecting. It's better than nothing, you may say. But a few years ago I bought this video capture device. It has component input and output, and I had no TV or display with such input till now. I bought it because it was ridiculously cheap, about $9 US. Finally, I took a TV from my mom. No one watches TV nowadays. So I decided to record some gameplay of Xbox 360. It was DOA 5. And when I started, one person called me. Nothing important, just average talk. And I was playing like this, because I always boost the console fan. It's impossible to talk using a loudspeaker. Surprisingly, I didn't use any continue, so I decided not to split and cut much. This video is just a gameplay of DOA game with VF characters. It's exactly what I need. I've already made a video about Virtua Fighter 6 expectations, but now there are a lot of videos about VF6. Like Sega will make a new game for sure, because someone said something, and there's no any video from Sega. It reminds me of the news about DOA 7, when someone from Tecmo just showed some DOA pics. It was 2 years ago. And what do we have? Nothing. I suppose it will take much time to develop a new VF. But I'm sure one day we will see VF6, as well as DOA 7. And now we got VF5 once again, but for PC this time. Finally. So, I said a lot about what I was expecting from VF, but I can add some thoughts. The coolest thing about DOA 5 is tag mode with VF characters. I can use Sarah and Pi at the same time. I still enjoy this game because of that. And another interesting team is Akira and Kokoro. I think Virtua Fighter should have tag mode. In that case, there's no need in any huge changes, because no one really wants VF to become something else. It's close to perfection. But if we are talking about tag mode, I want Sega to improve it compared to the DOA games. In VF, we fight in a ring, so the partner can stay out of it, and it would look natural to see how one character goes out and another one changes him. Maybe the player would have to go to the edge to tag the partner literally, like in Rumble Roses, because coming out of nowhere looks strange. And let the tag mode be in VF6, not in VF5 Super Mega Final Ultimate Tag Showdown, and not in VF Tag Tournament. And let this game be on PC from the very beginning. I also think VF and DOA should make a full crossover. Maybe it will be the great decision for both companies, great comeback for both series. Street Fighter Cross Tekken was really complicated case because they don't have much in common. And in fact, it was just Street Fighter. But VF and DOA use the same buttons layout, the similar gameplay, and there is already DOA 5. Make two game types, VF with rings and breakable walls, and DOA with levels and breakable constructions. Subtitles. I've never seen them in Virtua Fighter. I looked through the options of VF5 on Xbox 360 before making this video. I didn't find anything related to subs. I'm not sure, but I think I've read someone somewhere was complaining about lack of them. So there should be subs in VF6. I also could never understand why Pi was speaking Japanese. It was really annoying, and in DOA 5 they didn't fix it. It was a great disappointment, because you could choose Japanese or English in general, but not for Pi. People from Hong Kong should speak English. It is logical, that makes sense. What about DOA 7? Tecmo announced the new Venus Vacation game, and I have a video about it too. But let's forget about this game, let's pretend like it was just a hope for the new fighting game for DOA fans. And I'm afraid that, in fact, Venus Vacation will turn into a special series for some other people. It's not even extreme anymore. For me, it's hard to say what's wrong with the DOA series. DOA 5 was almost perfect, DOA 6 was a step backwards, but it's not bad. I don't understand all those negative feelings about selling outfits. Just don't buy them. It seems like people don't remember they are playing a fighting game. A good fighting game. It's sad. There are extreme games for swimsuits and they are good games too. They were, at least. I think Tecmo is in more difficult situation. There are much more DOA related games than BF related. It's really hard to suppose what new can be added to DOA 7, what to change and how to do it properly, safely. I don't think they should improve graphics, and I don't think they can. There are already a lot of characters. If they won't cooperate with Sega, I would like to see more characters from the King of Fighters maybe. Why not? The problem of DOA is in players' heads. It's not like the series is bad or the quality goes down. Maybe it's been on the top already, and there's no way to go now. I forgot about story mode. I don't really care about it, but I think stories of DOA 5 and 6 are really bad, especially 5. The plot is bad and the cutscenes are bad. In DOA 6 the plot is interesting, but the cutscenes, I have a feeling like the director had no idea what to do, and the actors were bad. It's really like a situation in some movies. Beautiful faces, take money, and don't know how to act. There's Dimensions game that puts together all the storylines from the first 4 games, refining their scripts. And it was made not just well. It's really beautiful and it's visually simple at the same time. It'll be hard for Tecmo and Team Ninja to present a better story. If I were Tecmo or Sega, especially Sega, I would make a 2D beat-em-up game instead of story mode in a fighting game. And Tecmo should make a 3D animated movie about Mugen Tenshin, about the time before Kasumi and Ayane and time when they were kids. The story can be even shared with Ninja Gaiden. Those bad cutscenes in modern fighting games are waste of money, time and disk space. So technically we have no new game from Sega and some very strange game from Tecmo. PC port is right decision. The future obviously belongs to this platform. It's really better than nothing. And Venus Vacation is going in some unknown direction from DOA. For me it's hard to say whether it is better than nothing or not. I feel like it is nothing.